Hello my friends, and welcome to a brand new sort of channel update, community update, analytics thing that we're going to be doing. Hopefully I can do it once a month because you guys really enjoyed the one I did a few months ago. So I wanted to get another one done and talk about how the channel's grown, what sort of money we're earning, all that sort of good stuff. Look at the analytics in a bit more detail, just to give you sort of a vision into how the channel's doing, really. So, we're going to have a brief overview of how the channel's got on so far in its lifetime, but then we're going to specifically look at the last 30 days, and then what we're going to do is then produce it into a monthly series where we look at the last 30 days, or the last month. Right, so, this is for the lifetime of our channel, bearing in mind that the first half of it wasn't actually a channel, it was just a YouTube account. I didn't start making videos just about a year and a month ago, something like that. So estimated revenue, $1,000. We've just hit the $1,000 mark. We're almost about to hit 1 million views, which is just mind-blowing. But let's have a look at some of the stuff, that behind-the-scenes stuff, the more interesting stuff. This is a screen I often look at on a daily basis when I produce a new video. So this is the real-time views. So you'll see this. This is the green stuff here is a minute-by-minute basis. And this is over the course of each hour. So as you can see, obviously I've been ill the last few days, so I haven't really done many videos, so it's been a bit sort of slow. But then when I produced that new video last night, the Let's Play new episode, it got 1,200 views in an hour, which is also a new personal best of mine, views in an hour. So very, very happy with that. And did really well. 15,000 views in the last 48 hours. I think my best is about 20,000. This is because I've only produced a few videos recently and stuff like that, but it's still very, very good. 15,000 views. And then you can see your most recent videos. So here's the Journeyman episode. It's already up to 3,600 views, which is amazing. And then I did a little video on the Radio Cardiff interview that we did. 1,600 views, which is superb. And then it sort of goes down here. So these views numbers here are just the last 48 hours. So you can sort of see once the video's out and all the people that love the stuff watch it straight away, then it sort of sees how we do afterwards. So well, these are really good numbers. 140 people still catching up on the episode, like episode 18, so we're still sort of far behind. One thing we can look at here is like episode 11, still 150 people, so there's still plenty of people that are in the last 4 years that are catching up with the Journeyman, which is amazing to see. That means new people are coming on, real good stuff like that, so that's very interesting. So the only screen I can't show you, just for legal reasons, I don't know what this weird thing is on the side here. It does glitch occasionally. Should we do a cheeky refresh, see if that goes away? Yes, it does. Thank you, YouTube. Is the ad rates, because the ad rates is very specific to each channel. YouTube doesn't want to show you. But I can show you the revenue channel, the revenue stream. And we can see the life of the channel. So $1,068, as we said before. So if we close this gap to where we actually started the channel, you'll see the massive recent changes of the channel. And this shows the growth of the channel. So 6 months we chugged along at maybe earning $1 or, probably an average of $1 a day, producing a video every single day. And then this was the release of the Warhammer Total War, and I did lots of videos for that, so we went up, but then it gradually went down over the course. FM16 was getting older, and then with the release of FM17 and the popularity of the Journeyman series, this revenue has absolutely shot up. So we're earning, sometimes our best day ever was $21 in a day. That is not bad for a tiny little channel like this, and this is thanks to you guys, because this will be different for everyone, so don't assume just because if you've got a channel with the same amount of views that this will be the same. It all depends on your demographics, how many people are watching your adverts. And I've been quite honest about it, and I said if you want to help the channel, watch the adverts, click on the little pop-ups that come up, even if you don't do anything with them and close them down. And you guys have been doing that, because for my tiny little channel, we're earning good money, like really good money. So what I'm going to do is now go to the last 30 days, so I can just show you what the sort of, bearing in mind, $1,000 for a year and a bit. Last 30 days, $410. And that doesn't include the ad revenue for the 1st of December, because there's an issue. It says revenue date for 1st of December is late, will be available soon. So let's assume it's around that $20 mark. That's $430 in a month for my little channel, right? That is amazing. And that that is, I'm assuming, much higher than a lot of people, because you guys are fucking legends, basically, and watch the adverts and don't skip them and stuff. So really, really happy with that. I'm starting to see a trend now where it's just starting to tail off a little bit, and that's because obviously FM17's been out a little while now. People are getting slightly less interested in it. So and also this is the best point of the year for the ad revenue, because obviously the run up till Christmas, companies are trying to sell shit. So as soon as New Year comes around, this is going to drop right down. I reckon this will drop to 200, 150-ish once the new year is passed. But at the moment, absolutely amazing. And this is why I said in my latest Journeyman video, was that with the fact that I'm earning this ad revenue, and the fact with the Patreon, which is now up to $300, thank you so much, I'm close to being able to give up one of my jobs to spend more time doing this. I do 2 part-time jobs currently. And so this is ridiculous. So what I'm going to do is, I'm not going to risk stopping the job now, but what I will do is see what this ad revenue is like after Christmas, and then maybe work it out after that, because it might be sort of $200. If we can get that back up to, say, maybe 500, when I hit that back at 500 ad revenue, I think it's possible that I can give up that job, which is just be amazing, because I can do better videos, more videos, and all that good stuff. So let's have a look at the watch time report. So this is the total watch time in the last 30 days, so 2.4 million minutes. It's mind-blowing, isn't it? It's ridiculous. 250,000 views. This is YouTube Red Views, which is only available in, I think, America and a few other places at the moment. Just the numbers are absolutely crazy. Like, it's ridiculous. And then you've got like the splits here, like, you know, the view duration. One of the important things is audience retention. YouTube likes audience retention. They don't, and this was introduced to combat clickbait. So if I said naked boobies, and I put, that was the title of my video, and on the thumbnail was a big pair of titties, and you clicked on the video, because, you know, who doesn't want to see boobs, and then it was all about Formula 1, a lot of people will instantly then click off. There's no boobs in this, fuck off. So the audience retention is huge. So to combat that, YouTube takes that into account. So we're getting an audience retention. It's leveled out nicely at the moment of about 8 minutes. And you're thinking, well, most of my videos are about 20 minutes plus long, so that's not very good. But actually, if you look at any YouTube video ever in the world, there's always a massive chunk at the beginning of any video, no matter how good or bad it is, that people will just drop off. That's just naturally happens. But really, really happy with that. And you can sort of get an idea of how well your videos are doing. Like, for instance, let's look at the watch time here. Motorsport Manager Let's Play Episode 1, a beginner's guide it's called. So maybe that's a little bit misleading, because it is a Let's Play, but I tried to talk you through all the elements of the game. So the average view is only 27%, so maybe people are going, no, I just wanted a beginner's guide, so therefore I can maybe make a video just on a beginner's guide, more structured, etc, etc. And that's how you become better as a YouTuber. And then the Journeyman episodes roughly get about 50%, which is perfectly, like, it's really good. You're never going to get 100% or anywhere close to it, so don't worry about that if you're thinking about it. This is always an interesting one, the demographics screen. My audience is usually a little bit older than the average audience, especially for gaming, but then, like, Football Manager 17 is an older game. Total War, probably a little bit older game. So my biggest age group here is 25 to 34 years. 45% of that is men, and then you've got 0.5 is female. Hello, women. There's a few women that comment on the channel. It's the beard, obviously, it's the beard. And then you've got 18 to 24 is 28%, and then we've got 35, my age group, 35 to 44, 14%. So really happy with that. Notice when we're talking about ad revenue is that if you were, let's say you had a Minecraft channel, for instance, your demographics would be a lot more 13 to 17 year olds, right? And therefore you would get a lot less money for your ads, because a 13-year-old has less money, disposable money to spend, than, say, a 30-year-old person. So this is like the highest wages person. These people often have good jobs and don't have as many kids or as many houses and mortgages to pay. So this is a really good age group, this 18 to sort of 30 group. Excuse me. And we also, look, 1.4%, 65 plus. So all the retirees, welcome. And then you can see the gender here, which we sort of looked at. 1.5% is women. Well done. Big it up for the women. And then you can look on videos and stuff like that, but we don't really... It's all going to be very similar for that stuff. And then you've got playback locations, how people are watching my stuff. And this is quite simple. Basic YouTube watch page, which is where everybody's watching it. If it was embedded in an external website, like I did some guides for Total War, and one of the gaming websites embedded the videos, so that sort of thing happens as well. Traffic sources is one of the ones that if you're wanting to get into YouTube, you should look at the most. It's like, how are people finding your stuff? So the browse feature, as they call it, traffic from the homepage, home screen, the subscription. So the browse feature is basically people that already know you exist. They're your subscribers, they're your regular watchers. They go onto your channel and watch your videos. That's it. Suggested videos is a massive one, and this is why I think it's helped me take off, and why I asked in a previous video, how did you find my channel? In one of the Journeyman episodes, and loads of people said, oh, I was watching Lelujo or Dr. Benji or, you know, one of the other big FM YouTubers, and in the top right suggested my videos popped up. So that's all to do with how you can rank on YouTube and SEO, which is search engine optimization, all that sort of stuff. So that's really important one to sort of, if you can do well on the suggested video front. And these are the most popular suggested, so like all my Journeyman videos. So very, very happy with that. And then you've got playlists. These are my internal playlists. So when I start a new series, I'll make a playlist, and then that allows you guys to, if you want to do a catch up, a binge watch of my episodes, you can watch the 20 episodes in a playlist. You can just sit there and watch it. You don't have to do anything. So playlists are really important. If you have a YouTube channel, put all your series in playlists. Then you've got YouTube channels, YouTube search. YouTube search is a very interesting one, because it's what are people typing into YouTube to find your videos. Because, you know, I'm such a big name now, apparently people are just typing in Loki Doki, which is pretty damn cool. That's how 11% are coming across my videos. FM17, Football Manager 2017, Motorsport Manager, etc. You know, pretty sort of standard stuff. But it's like, you can see where you're doing well and maybe improve upon that, or stuff that you're not ranking for and everything like that. And you can sort of, you know, play about with that a little bit more and go into a bit more detail. And then you've got external, which is quite an interesting one. So if you go into external, a Google search is obviously a most important one. I don't know why when you go on Google search, it just shows you the countries, which is weird. But yeah, Google search is hugely important. Obviously, you've got YouTube, Twitter. Obviously, I post all my videos on Twitter and stuff like that. Unknown, because that's really fucking helpful. One Angry Gamer, that was that gaming website I talked to you about earlier, and a few other, like Bing, because apparently people still watch it. TotalWar.com, so somebody must have posted it on a forum there. Reddit, obviously very important. I don't do enough on Reddit, really. I don't like kind of bugging people. Sorry, excuse me. Moment, please. I've still got this cold at the moment. It's killing me, man. So that's really sort of important to look at. Devices is a very interesting one. And this is what I've been putting a lot of thought into. So if you look, only half the people that watch my videos are actually doing so on a computer. Pretty much another 40% are either watching it on a mobile phone or a tablet. And then you've got game console like the Xbox and stuff like that, and TVs. I always find it weird when somebody's watching me on a big TV, but that's cool. So for me, it's an interesting one, because if you're watching my videos on a tablet or mobile phone, it's like, how can I make it better for people watching it on a smaller screen? FM is probably one of the worst things for small screens. It's a ton of info and stuff. So that's definitely something to consider when making your own videos, is to realise how many people are watching from different devices, not just computer. We've got live streaming. I did a bit of YouTube live streaming, but now I do it on Twitch, just because I think it's better. So the big one then for the last 30 days is the subscribers. So for pretty much the first 8 months actually I'll show you for the entire lifetime of the channel here, because I think there'll be quite an interesting look at it. You can see the jump, right? So let's move it to where we started making videos. Right, so here we can see the subscribers. For the first sort of 6-8 months, I was doing really well. Like, don't get me wrong, like averaging 8 to 10 subscribers a day for a brand new channel is, for a gaming channel, which is the most overly saturated market on the entirety of YouTube by a mile, 10 a day was spectacular. I was delighted. I was growing. I'm really into stats. You might have guessed that. And so I have a list of all the FM, a bunch of FM YouTubers and stuff like that, channels that started at the same time as me, or, you know, just to sort of, I'm not trying to beat them. Well, I'm trying to grow as fast as I can, but I'm not trying to, it's not a competition, but what I'm trying to do is judge how well I'm doing. Otherwise, how do I know if an average of 10 a day is good or bad? Well, I have no idea. So the only way you can do that is by finding other channels similar to yours that make similar content, that have been around a similar length of time. And so I was hitting 10 subscribers a day really well. And then we had the drop, the famous drop of May 2016, which is when I started doing other stuff that wasn't Football Manager, and everybody hated me for it. But then after that, because I was doing other stuff, I getting more subscribers. I was averaging probably 15, 20 a day, which is really good. And then this little sort of drop here is when I was only making FM videos, and it was like 3 months before FM 17. Nobody really cared about FM 16, but I knew that there would come a point where this would get good. So then we came into the last month. So let's say, you know, 10 here, and then maybe average of 10 here, then an average of 15 here over this time. And then the last 30 days has been ridiculous. I'm averaging over 100 a day for the last 30 days. So 3,100 gained, right? 180 lost. You'll always lose subscribers. Don't worry about that unless it's like that number's bigger than your gain. Then worry about it. Which is, what does the show growth button? That's really helpful, isn't it? Oh, the growth of the channel, 56%. I don't know how that works out as a percentage, but okay. So you can see just how ridiculous this last month has been. It's actually a little bit longer. If we say last quarter, you'll see the... no, it doesn't even make any sense. Hang on. Oh, the last quarter, because it's not... Okay, last 90 days, that's what we wanted. So you can see here, chugging along. FM 17 released. The Journeyman was really popular. Absolutely smashed it. We hit the first day when I hit like 93 subscribers. I was just ridiculous, and I have been ever since. We hit 161 subscribers. And this sort of growth doesn't really happen unless you get like a big shout out from another YouTuber or a collaboration and stuff. And this was all down to the fact that you guys were sharing my videos on Twitter and stuff and Reddit and places like that, but also really good SEO for my videos and everything like that to make sure YouTube was finding my stuff. And we got a little bit of a drop down. Like I said, I expect this to drop down a little bit more over the last, I would say, week or so. It's dropped down to maybe sort of 60, 70 a day. And I expect that to keep going down as FM 17 gets a little bit older and stuff. But I have lots of plans for other stuff, so that's going to be interesting over the time. Likes, so this is an interesting one. So, likes and dislikes. You guys have... I don't even know what to say, to be honest. You guys like my videos a ridiculous amount. For the amount of views I get, the amount of likes... Like this here, this Let's Play episode has 4,000 odd views and has almost 1,000 likes and 1 dislike. It is absolutely ridiculous. So thank you so much. It does mean a lot. It's nice for me to see that people like the video, but more importantly, it's good for YouTube. It tells YouTube that this is a good video. You should promote it higher in the rankings. And you guys have just always been amazing with the likes. And this is why that if you do enjoy a video, not just me, anyone, just drop a like on it. I do it as every single time now, just because I know that it actually has help. It's not just like telling the guy that you like it. It actually means something. Videos and playlists doesn't really sort of show you anything, just shows you different playlists. Now, comments. This is the one I wanted to talk to you about. Fuck me, look at that. These are my... I was going to say 2,000 comments. I'm like, Jesus Christ, they're with the streams, so ignore them, because that's every chat line in stream. That's why I kind of don't like streaming on YouTube, because I don't want it to mess up with all my other stats and everything. So the big point is here, this is how YouTube is changing, and everybody's just discovering it now. So what it was before was that YouTube, to stop clickbait, they would make it so audience retention was king. If you had people sticking around to watch the entirety of your videos, then they knew that that was a good video, and they would help it get higher in the rankings, promote it more, appear on suggested, stuff like that. Right? So that was the sort of first case to stop clickbait and everything like that. And now it seems that what they want is interactivity, because a few people have done tests where if you get a lot of comments on videos, it really seems to help you in the rankings. You know, where you appear in the YouTube search rankings. If somebody types in FM17, you're going to appear higher if you've got a ton of likes and a ton of comments on videos. And again, this is why, if you enjoy any content creator, just leave a little comment, even if it's great video, or I enjoyed this. It doesn't have to be like a big thought out paragraph of, just say nice video, thank you mate, or anything, because it's really proving to help people getting comments, therefore improving rankings and stuff like that. And then we've got sharing. So this is basically all you guys, really, and me a little bit as well. This is where, basically, when this videos appear elsewhere on the internet, it picks it up here. So anytime somebody does it, or posts it on Reddit or forum or tweets or blah blah blah, that stuff appears here. So that's all good, and then the rest is boring as shit. So let's delve a little deeper into one of the important things that we know about, which is audience retention. And we'll look at one of the poor performing ones. So this Motorsport Manager, 27%. It's not good, right? So let's look into it. So this is the video. I'll mute it. So basically what you can do is the video appears, and then you've got the graph as to where people drop off. Okay, so as you can see, within the first sort of 42 seconds, 50% of the people that started watching this video have gone, right? And then after that, you can see a sort of steady decline which is normal. You're always going to get like a slow downward slope as you get through. The little rises is actually people going back and watching something that happened again. So it's not like the video people appeared at that point in the video. They just wanted to see, or if somebody posted like, oh, check out that funny bit at 28 minutes, and somebody clicks on that would help that go up and stuff. So the way to improve how you are as a YouTuber is to minimise this drop-off. You will always have it, and it will always be pretty big. If you can get it anywhere near 75%, you are golden. But so what it is you go, okay, 50% dropped off. Why is that? Let's have a look, shall we? Let me put my desktop audio on so you can hear the... Greetings and salutations, my friends. Start. Welcome to a brand new series on my channel. This is the brand new Motorsport Manager. It's basically Football Manager in cars, without the goals and shit. Stuff like that. We're going to be doing a series on this. It's going to be lots of fun. It's going to run alongside my Football Manager, so don't panic. There'll still be tons of Football Manager. But I've really wanted to play this for ages. I was a big Formula 1 fan back in the day. Not so much in the last sort of 5-6 years, just because it's become so dull. Unless it's raining, it's just dull. But hopefully this is a bit more exciting. I've played about half the season just to sort of learn the basic ropes, so I can show you guys. What I'll do, even if you have no knowledge of what's going on, I'm just going to show you through the basics. So here we go. So we got to that 42-second mark where we know that 50% of people have dropped off, right? I can already see there's multiple reasons why people would drop off. First off, the video is titled "It is a Beginner's Guide." And while I do go on to give a breakdown of every aspect in the game, it is a very good beginner's guide. It is, in essence, a let's play. I also say something bad. I say that Formula 1 is dull. So a lot of the people that are playing this game are going to be massive Formula 1 fans. So I pissed off half my audience by saying Formula 1's pretty dull, isn't it? So what you can do with this sort of information is try and fix it. So if I was to, what I could do is make a proper guide that's not a let's play. I think that would do quite well. Probably a bit late now, but that sort of thing. Or a lot of the cases with these drop-offs is because your intro is too long. It's just way too long. and people just can't be asked to sit through it. That is the biggest normal reason why. And what you can do is go through your videos and find those trends and find out what it is and stuff like that. Is there anything we want to look at before we finish up? I've been waffling for almost half an hour. I do apologise so much. I love this stuff, so once I get going, it's just... No, I think we'll have a look at the overview for the last... so we got last 90 days, so we'll go last 30 days, because that's what we're trying to concentrate on here. So as you can see, watch time is a nice steady climb. Last couple of days have been a sort of slight issue, just because of my illness and stuff, but the likes are up, the dislikes are down, the comments are down, but the comments have been ridiculous, like 3,300 comments in a month. The shares are up. Videos in place means nothing. Subscribers are up. Obviously, it's been a huge month for me, really. There are other websites like Social Blade where you can check people if you want. You can. It's called socialblade.com, and then you just type in the person you want to look at. You can look at anybody just to see how well they're doing. As you can see, the monthly earnings is ridiculously guesstimated between £37 and £509. It's quite a big gap. That's all I'm saying. Not on a network, because networks are bollocks. I might make a video on that if you're interested, but don't join a network. And then it's got my grade. The grade is just a Social Blade thing. This is how highly ranked I am in the world of YouTube. So I'm in the top third of 1 million channels in the world, which is pretty damn good. And 1 million in the total video views. And then you can sort of see my subscriber gains over the last sort of few days. 190. It's a little bit off from the actual analytics, just because of the time difference, I think. But you get a very good idea of how a channel's doing if you want to, go and have a nose at other people. So you can see subscribers for the last 30 days, 2,900, which is plus 283% on the last 30 days. So there we go. So there is our little monthly analytics update and channel update. I will actually talk about Patreon as well, because this is more of a community thing and channel update and stuff. So we now have 53 patrons, which is giving me $300 per month. So like I said, with the fact that we're earning $400 from the ad revenue, that's $700 a month, which is what, I don't know, 500 quid, which is not far off being able to give up one of my jobs. Like I said, the ad revenue is going to drop quite massively after Christmas, but that still means I reckon we're only 3-4 months away from me being able to quit at least one of my jobs. So thank you so much for the support, guys. I hope you enjoyed this little insight into the YouTube sort of behind the scenes stuff. If you want to see anything in particular, or me to talk about anything in particular, please do leave it in the comments. I want to make this like a monthly series about, state of the channel address type thing, where we do it every month and see how we got on in the last month, what we can improve on, what my plans are, and all that sort of good stuff. So, and thank you, like I said, to everyone that does watch the adverts, click on the little banners, and all the people that donate on Patreon. Thank you, Patreon. Thank you so much. I love you all dearly. The support you've given me is overwhelming sometimes. I have had little cries, not going to lie. It's happened. I almost did it in a video the other day saying thank you. So, yeah. I'm not too man to admit it, right? Yeah. It's just smoky in here, right? Right, so thank you very much for watching, guys. I love you all dearly. See you in the next one. Goodbye.